Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about Harry Styles and all the controversy that has come along with him wearing a dress for the Vogue cover. Now, before I start this video, I do want to say that please watch till the very end and hear every single point that I have to make before you comment. Because what I noticed with my Madison Beer video is that a lot of people did not watch the entire video. They just saw the title and then they just made assumptions. So please make sure that for such a sensitive topic, because I know that a lot of people might feel offended, just make sure to watch the entire video, listen to every point before you make a judgment. And of course, if you do disagree with me at the end of the video, that's fine as well. Opinions are opinions. So with that out of the way, if you're interested in a topic like this, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think, like this video, and let's get into it. So for this video, I made 6 main talking points that I really wanted to talk about. So the first talking point is, in the 20th and 21st century, the United States, Hollywood, and society as a whole in America, because that's the context for which we're talking about Harry Styles, the dress, the public outcry. These 3 components, the United States, Hollywood, and society, all accepted what would be considered masculine and feminine clothing. Meaning that as a society, Americans and the Western world decided what they would find acceptable to wear, how to talk, the kind of jobs that are more acceptable. And since it's common knowledge that each culture and each group of people, each society have norms and values which they all accept unofficially and officially, I don't know why a lot of people were shocked that a lot of people were even more shocked to see that there was a man in a dress on a major magazine. Anything that goes against the norm will get a lot of attention. It's the same thing that happened with the black civil rights in the 50s and 60s. It's the same thing that happened with gay marriage, and it's a segue, and I want to give context to what this whole thing is about. We can't forget that a way of life can't just change overnight. Now, the second point that I want to talk about is clothes are a form of expression. I saw a lot on social media and a lot of people trying to say that clothes don't mean anything. And it's not the first time that I've heard this. People all the time try to say that it doesn't matter what you wear. You can be a man, you can wear this, you can be a woman, you can wear that. Clothes are still a form of expression, and it does mean a lot of things. There's a reason why Kylie Jenner wore a suit, a power suit, and had her hair slicked back when she graced the cover of Forbes for being a billionaire. For a woman, wearing a suit means a lot because it represents a time when women were not allowed in the workforce, and even if they were not properly compensated for the work that they were doing. It's a sign of success. It's a point that proves that we are equal in the workplace, because in the workplace, all that matters is the quality of work that a person puts out. And other forms of clothing do mean a whole lot more. Dresses are a sign of femininity. The way a dress is even cut is a sign of whether you're trying to be sensual or very delicate. Even colors when it comes to clothing mean a lot. Red means passion, while white signifies purity, and purple represents royalty. So let's not try to reconstruct the meaning of clothes. And let's stop trying to say that clothes don't mean anything. A perfect example of this would be when people transition to a different gender or the gender that they identify with, they change their dressing as well. There's a reason why a lot of drag queens wear a lot of makeup, wear elaborate outfits, and have exaggerated hairstyles. It's a form of expression. It signifies the way that they feel and how they want to express themselves. Clothes will always have meaning, and it can mean different things to different people, or it can mean the same thing to the same group of people. But no matter how you identify with clothing, the definition and what it represents will never change. Moving on to my third point, Harry Styles is not the first popular artist or mainstream celebrity to wear a dress or dress in a feminine way. I've seen Jaden Smith, David Bowie, and so many other artists. There's even a new wave of e-boys on TikTok and other social media platforms that are seen dyeing their hair bright colors, wearing nail polish, dresses, jewelry, and so many others. He was not the first, and he definitely won't be the last. I'm not sure why Harry Styles' story got blown out of proportion and why so many people made it go viral, but maybe it's because of the lockdown, and there are so many people that are at home and online, and they just have easy access to social media platforms and magazines, and maybe they just really wanted to talk about it. My fourth point is taken from a lot of what I saw on social media. I saw that a lot of people who were trying to make a case for Harry in his defense and in his support were bringing up examples of other cultures all over the world that have worn dresses, skirts, and other traditionally feminine clothing. But I do want to say that it's important to know that these cultures are not Western or American. Each culture is different when it comes to food, social norms, even practices when it comes to getting married and burying the dead. Every culture is unique. Apart from that, those cultures, old and new, don't see those type of clothings as traditionally feminine. So that's what made me realize that it has less to do with the article of clothing, but more or less what it represents for each culture. Moving on to my fifth point, and it's a heavy one, who cares? This celebrity, aka Harry Styles, and I'm a huge fan by the way, who took an editorial picture for $1 million fashion magazine should not matter. I'm pretty sure that they did this not necessarily to cause outrage, but I'm sure they did it in a creative way. What can we do? How do we push the envelope? What can be the next big thing? How do we get people talking? How do we get the magazine to sell? And I do agree that for a lot of people, seeing Harry Styles in a poofy dress may have felt like it's an attack on their values and what they understand that their country was built on. So I think that as long as no one is being hurt or there's not any type of abuse, can we just observe and move on? So my sixth and final point is empathy. Empathy is being able to stand in someone else's shoes and understand how they feel. It's about having compassion, understanding, and being considerate of how what you say or what you do can affect other people. And for this point, I do think that it works in two ways. The first part is Harry Styles and the hate that he's getting. Maybe Harry doesn't care about what people have to say about him. Maybe he's confident in his own skin, or maybe he's not. But what about the other boys that look up to him, that admire his confidence, that also want to wear dresses, that also want to do something that is against the norm of today? The more people that hate on Harry and talk about him like he's an alien and the reason why society is going to crumble, many men who may want to get in touch with their feminine side, whether it's in a big way or in a small way, may feel very discouraged. And do we really want a society with so many people feeling broken inside and not being able to express themselves? For the point of empathy, the second one is we should have more sympathy for the people that disagree. So for the people that are confused, who are different from them, why don't we educate and not bash or shame people with opposing views to just automatically accept a new norm? Of course, people like Ben Shapiro and Candace Owens were too harsh in the way that they delivered their message, but it is still a democracy. So they and other similar people should be allowed to give their opinions. They should be allowed to give their thoughts. But instead of bashing them, if you just give out helpful information or just simply ignore people who you feel are being too hateful, I think they would spend a lot less time tweeting in such a harsh way. So before I end this video, I do want to give my opinions on this particular topic. I wasn't really bothered when I saw the picture of Harry in the dress. I just kind of expected it. I've been following Harry Styles for quite a while now, and he is very much in touch with his feminine side. And on social media, like I said, I've seen a lot of e-boys on TikTok, so seeing a guy in a dress or a skirt or wearing makeup or wearing earrings or in a big poofy dress is not really a surprise to me. I think it's a waste of time to debate or decide whether or not he should wear a dress or if other guys should wear a dress or not. If people are adults, let people do what they want to do. There are a whole lot of bad things that people are doing in confidence, in public, and even behind the scenes. So someone wearing a dress or a piece of clothing, I really don't care. And I honestly don't have anything else to say about it because it just seems kind of simple. If you like it, look at it. If you don't like it, look away. So if you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. I would love to know your thoughts down below. Like this video for the algorithm, subscribe if you enjoy the type of content that I put out, and hopefully I'll catch you in my next video.